Hey guys, we're going to take a little quick on the water review of our Neon Tetra setup. This is the number 2 setup, number 2 tank in our South American system. This is the bottom tank. This tank was originally set up to house a medium-sized group of Neon Tetras. And I've also been able to put 4 of the laser cories in here, which they're currently hiding behind the swordgrass. And as you can tell, my yellow endler seems to like the camera and spend some time in the open. One of the other fish I definitely want to talk about is my splashing tetra, the Copella Meinkeni, that will eventually show himself in this video. They do not seem to be a very common species of Copella in captivity, and I have not been able to find another Meinkeni or Meinkeni in captivity yet. The Arnaldi seems to be the most common species imported from South America. I actually got him from the owner of Shark Aquarium. It was a freebie. He only had one. He collected it on a trip in South America, and he didn't really know what to charge me for it. So he said, "Hey, just take it. I'm sure you'll put it in one of your systems, and it'll do well." He's actually pretty cool. He's moved around also. He originally lived in my riparium with my Asian fish. There he goes right there in the center of the tank. Pretty thick, and he's probably close to about 2.5 inches long. Real sturdy fish. Very, very, very healthy. Very easy in captivity. They probably would do really well in a riparium type setup with some of the plants basically hanging over the water, where they can actually show their unique breeding practices, where the females lay the eggs and the males actually jump out of the water to fertilize the eggs with the female, and then the male spends most of the time actually shooting water at the egg for the first 24 hours until they hatch and then drop back down in the water. The whole process is pretty amazing. Unfortunately, I only have one. I'm not really sure exactly what sex he is. I haven't really checked to see. If anybody has any lead or any knowledge of any Copella Meinkeni, I would love to maybe pick up a small group, and I would even go so far as to set up a tank specifically for them. But as I mentioned prior in this video, this tank was predominantly set up for my Neon Tetras, and so far everybody seems to be flourishing rather well. The total volume of water between both tanks is about 45 gallons of water. The top tank holds my black Neon Tetras, and then it drains down into this tank, of which I'm using a Eheim 2215 canister filter to draw the water from the bottom tank, which is this tank right here, and then discharging it back to the top tank. So it's sort of a closed loop type system, similar to what you would see in your aquarium stores where the tanks are drilled. But as you can tell, everything seems to be doing pretty well. This is the newest of the 2 tanks. The original tank up top has been set up for almost a year and a half, and this tank is probably roughly about 3 months old. A nice piece of driftwood or branch right there actually gives the Neon Tetras quite a bit of hiding space. And that is the main setup together with both tanks. I'm going to shoot another video showing the black neons in the next one. Thanks, guys.